Okay. So, yan, no? So, magandang gabi mga master. So, welcome po sa ating panglimang session po sa ating patuloy po na refresher for April 2025 Master Electrician Examination. So, sa gabing ito po ay ating pag-uusapan po ang tungkol sa DC circuits. Okay. So, nahin po natin yung series and parallel circuit. Okay. So, ito po yung diagram natin for series connection. Yan. So, sa ating diagram po, so sa ating screen, meron po tayong tatlong resistor po na naka-series. So, we have those resistors are R1, R2, and R3. No? So, kapag series po, ang kanyang current relation is equal po ang lahat ng current throughout the circuit. So, the current passing to each of the resistor is equal to the current na binibigay naman ng ating voltage source. And also, sa kanyang voltage relation, so the voltage source, the total voltage is equal to the sum of the voltage drop. So yung voltage drop po natin is yung voltage po na nasa bawat isang resistor. The resistance naman, kapag series, ang total resistance is kukunin lang po natin yung sum ng lahat ng mga resistances. Kapag conductance naman po is kunin lang po natin yung reciprocal ng bawat conductance ng ating mga resistance na nakakonect in series. Okay, so we have an example po. So in a circuit resistor of 10, 15, and 20 ohms, which are connected in series, find the potential of the source if the current flowing is 4 amperes. No? So pinakamagandang paraan po to solve this type of problem. Okay, so first is gagawa po tayo ng diagram, no? So meron po tayong tatlong resistor na naka-series. Okay, so we have 10 ohms, 15 ohms, at 20 ohms. Okay, so let's just say this is R1, R2, and R3. Ang hinahanap po dito is the potential difference or the potential at the source. So hinahanap po dito is our VT or our source. No? So meron din po tayong current. Yan. So ito po yung ating current. So ito po yung ating I total. No? So if we're going to analyze this one, so malamang meron po tayong current ito I1, I2, and dito po meron po tayong I3. No? So yung ating I total, equal lang po yan sa ating I1, equal lang po sa I2, tapos equal lang din po sa I3, which is a given is 4 amperes. No? Tapos, kukunin natin yung total resistance natin. So that will be R1 plus R2 plus R3. So we have 10 ohms plus 15 ohms plus 20 ohms. So meron po tayong 25 plus 20. So that is 45 ohms. So to get the voltage at the source, so VT, so that is just total current times the total resistance. So ohms lang po yan. No? So we have 4 amperes times, so ito po ito 4 but 45. Raise muna natin to. Yan. Kamali sa pagsulat. So this is 45. So 4 times 45 ohms. So our total voltage or the potential at the source. So hanapin natin yung calculator natin. Saan ba yun wala? Yan. Okay, so yan na po yung calculator natin. So we have 4 times 45. Okay, so that will be equal to 180. So ang answer po natin dito is 180 volts, which is letter B. Okay, next po. For resistances of 10, 4, 6, and 5, no, they are connected in series to a battery having a voltage across its terminal of 75 volts. So the current is blank. So yung hinahanap ko dito is yung total current. Okay, so solution. Okay, yan. So we have four resistances which are connected in series. So we have 10 ohms, 4 ohms, 6 ohms, and 5 ohms. Okay? So habang yung ating voltage naman, so this will be our voltage source which is 75 volts. Okay? So this is equal to 75 volts. No? So this will be our R1, R2, R3, and R4. So ang hinahanap po natin is yung current total. No? So to get the current total, okay, so current total is just equal to ohms na lang po, no? VT over RT. So for this one, we need to get our RT. So total resistance, so that will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. No? So we have 10 ohms plus 4 ohms plus 6 ohms plus 5 ohms. So 14, 6, 20, 25. So our total resistance is 25 ohms. So the given voltage is 75, no? So we have 75. So we have 75 volts divided by 25 ohms. So our current total is equal to 3 amperes. And this is the answer for this one is letter B. Okay. Next, we have voltage division theorem. So, ibig sabihin po ng voltage division theorem, if you are going to get the voltage drop for each resistor, so two resistors connected in series. So, ang gagawin lang po natin is we will be using this formula. If you are going to get the voltage, no, at resistor 1, no, dito. So, to get V1, so V1 is equals to the total voltage times the resistance R1 divided by the total resistance for R1 plus R2. V2 naman, so VT times the resistance at R2 over the total resistance R1 plus R2. So this formula is only applicable to two resistors in series. No? So this is very useful if wala pong given na current and you are only going to get the voltage drop. Because kapag nakuha niyo yung voltage drop, from this one also you can now get the current or the current at R1 and R2 which is equal to the total current. Okay? So for example, we have this one. A 3 ohm resistor and a 6 ohm resistor are connected in series across a DC supply. If the voltage drop across the 3 ohm resistor is 4 volts, what is the voltage of the supply? And okay, so solution for this one. Okay, so sulat mo natin yung diagram. Now, if you can imagine this also without doing the diagram, so wala pong problema. So in the board example, hindi po needed na i-submit nyo po yung inyong tawag doon, yung inyong solution. No? It is only multiple choice. Okay, so this will be 3 ohms. This will be 6 ohms. Yan. Tapos, yung R1 natin, ito yung R2. Ang hinahanap is yung VT. Given tayo ng V1, no? Which is 4 volts. So, ito yung voltage drop across the 4 ohm resistor. So, hinahanap is yung VT. So, from the formula, V1 is equal to VT times R1 over R2 plus R1. So, gawin natin is equals multiply natin to dito. So we have V1 times R2 plus R1 is equals to VT times R1. So solving for VT, so ito ilipat sa kabila. So mangyayari V1 R2 plus R1 all over R1 is equals to VT or the voltage source. So substituting, V1 natin po is 4 volts. So R1 plus R2. So 3 ohms plus 6 ohms. Kung ito po yung magkapaligtan, no? 6 or 3 or 3 or 6. Yung na po yung ano dyan. Answer kasi 6 plus 3 is 9 and 9 and 3 plus 6 is still 9. Tapos yung R1 natin is just 3 ohms. Okay, so our VT now, using our calculator. Yan. So we have 4 multiplied by 6 plus 3, so that is 9. Then divide 3. So we have 12. So VT is equals to 12 volts. So the correct answer is letter C. Yan. Then we have parallel connection. So in this diagram, we have only the 3 resistors connected in parallel, R1, R2, and R3. Each resistor also have their own voltage drop. No? So we have V1, V2, and V3. Then we have the currents. So this is the source current, IT. This is the voltage source. Then we have each current in each branches. So I1, I2, and I3. So to get the total current, i-add lang po natin yung ating total resistance. Total current po, no? Per branches. So I1 plus I2 plus I3. To get also the total voltage, so we only need to get V1, or if the total voltage is equal to the voltage po sa bawat resistor natin, V1, V2, and V3. To get the total conductance, so i-add lang po natin yung mga conductance ng ating resistances, which is the reciprocal of the resistance. And to get the total resistance, so yung total conductance, reciprocal po natin to get the total resistance. Okay. So if in case, no? If in case, your resistance, no, R1, R is equals to R2 is equals to R3, so on and so forth, no? So to get the total resistance, so total resistance is just equal to the value of the resistance, R, no? Divide by the number of resistance na ang value is R, which is connected in parallel, no? So ito na formula. Kapag equal po lahat ng resistances na nakakonect. Okay. For example, if there are 18 resistances, each value of 36 ohms are connected in parallel, find the total resistance. So ito, sobrang dali lang po nito, no? Solution. So R total is just equal to R over N. So dito, yung given na value for each resistor is 36 ohms. So divide kung ilan sa nakakonect, 18. So you will end up with 2 ohms. So the correct answer for this one is letter B. Okay. So 3 9-ohm resistors are connected in parallel across a 24-volt source. So the total power taken by the circuit is blank. No? So to get the total power, so power is equal to, so kapag ang hinahanap po, ang given po is voltage at resistance, so that will be VT squared, or the total voltage source squared divide R. No? So dito is RT kasi total resistance. So RT is equals to R over N kasi 3 9 ohm. So equals lang lahat na 9 ohm tapos tatlo sila na naka-parallel. So we have 9 ohm divided by 3. So this is equal to 3 ohms. So substituting, we have 24 volts squared divided by 3. No? So to get the total power or power of the circuit, gawin na po natin is to solve that one. No? 24 squared divide 3. Okay, and that is equal to 192. So 192 watts. So the correct answer will be letter C. Okay. Then you have current division theorem. So current division theorem is only applicable for two resistors connected in parallel. So to get the current at branch 1 or the I1, so that is equal to the total current times the resistor 2 over the total resistance. To get also the current at branch 2, so that is equal to the total resistance times R1 divided by R1 plus R2. So again, this is only applicable for two resistances connected in parallel. Then we have delta and Y connections. No? So if we are going to convert delta to Y or vice versa or Y to delta, so ito yung unahin natin. So this is Y to delta. So ang given natin is Y ito sa loob. So convert natin sila into delta, which is A, B, and C. So yung A natin, that is ito po is i-multiply sila by 3. So xy, so x times y plus y times z plus z times x, divide kung ano yung opposite sa ating A, which is z. Dito naman po, same yung sa taas. Tapos yung opposite ng B. So dito yung B, opposite ng B is x. So kaya ang ginawa dito, yung kanyang denominator is x. Sa C naman, ang opposite ng C is Y. So, kaya ang denominator niya is Y. So, from this one, this given Y connection, magiging na siyang delta na may equivalent resistances. Habang for X naman, so X, so this is, yung given natin is yung delta. Magigagawin natin siyang Y. So, X natin, so ito yung X. This is the value, this is the resistance na connected sa Y. So, yung delta natin is A and Z. O multiply natin. Divide the sum nitong lahat. Tatlo, A, B plus C. Yung Y naman, kung ano yung nasa gilid ng Y. So, that is A and B. I-multiply yan. Divide A plus B plus C. Kapag sa Z naman, no, B at C. Kasi yan yung sa gilid ng Z. Divide A plus B plus C. If we are going to convert, no, resistors connected in Y tapos gusto natin in delta. If all resistors are equal, so ito yung magiging formula. No? So, R delta is just equal to 3 times RY. So, kung ano yung value dito, kung equal sa lahat, i-times nyo ng 3, magiging delta na yan. And so, katulad dito, no? So, Y arrangement. So, 3 ohm po ang kanyang resistor. So, gagawin ito the equivalent na delta. So, magiging 3 times 3 lang yan. No? 3 times 3 RY. So, ang Y natin is 3. So, 3 times 3. So, that would be equal to 9. So, 9 ohm po ang kanyang sagot. Okay. Then, we have network theorems. Okay. So, network theorems is very, very focused po siya. No? Kapag nasa board example tayo for RME, I only focus on the understanding of the tawag doon, the network theorem. So, hindi po siya nakafocus po doon kung paano i-apply. No? Kasi, yan po is you are going to take for the REE or the Registered Electrical Engineering exam. Okay, so the first one is Kirchhoff's law. Dalawa po yung Kirchhoff's law, KCL at KVL. So, yung KCL po, Kirchhoff's current law, is just stating that lahat po ng current na papasok sa junction is equal po yan sa current na palapas sa junction. Yan po. Kapag KVL naman, Kirchhoff's voltage law, ang voltage po ng source, equal po yan sa lahat ng voltage drop na nasa isang loop o nasa isang circuit. Maxwell's theorem naman, so this is just only a hybrid KVL, no? Only na yung loop ng current, yung direction ng current na nasa isang circuit. If for example, we have a circuit having two loops, the same, ang ginawa po is the assumption is same po yung direction ng loop. Yan. Then we have po superposition theorem. No, sa superposition theorem, no? So yung current po na nasa ating resistor, so equal po yan sa lahat ng current na nasa buong circuit, no? Assuming na yung isang circuit Yan, meron tayong circuit na dalawang supply. No? Kapag kinuha mo yung isa, so i-short mo yung isa or i-open circuit depending if that is a current source that is shorted, if that is a voltage source that is an open circuit. Yung titira, siya yung magsusupply lahat because we assume na tatanggalin natin yung isang part ng circuit. No? So kung ano man yung masolve natin na current doon, so that will be the current supplied by the first source. Tapos gawin naman din sa kabila. Then, ang gagawin natin is we just get the algebraic sum of the two current supplied by each of the source at kukuha na po natin yung exact current na dumaan sa ating circuit. The nodal method is just a hybrid of KCL. So, dito po yung ating ginagamit po dito is the current. Then, we assume that the voltage in the junction is the largest voltage, so that all of the voltages is leaving the all of the current is leaving the junction. In Thevenin, so Thevenin is very useful if we are going to get the looking back resistance, no? So ito po yung magiging circuit po ng ating Thevenin, no? So ginawa po natin is yung load po is naka-open circuit. So if we're going to get a total resistance from this, no, dito tayo nakatingin, so that will be parallel and series. So we'll be getting the total resistance, and that will be what we call now as the Thevenin equivalent resistance, no. So ito po yung magiging diagram niya, no. So itong source na to, that will be our Thevenin voltage, at ito po yung ating Thevenin resistance. The Norton, so this theorem is the same sa Thevenin except ang ginawa po is instead of using voltage source, current source po yung ginamit, no, which is the Norton equivalent current, at yung atin pong looking back resistance or the RO is now not in series but kaparallel po sa ating current source. Then source transformation is that ginawa lang, kunyari ito yung ating circuit, no? Meron ka ditong naka-series na resistance R. This will be VR. So, gagawin natin to, mangyayari is, we'll create this one as a current source. Pero yung ating resistance is now in parallel with our current source, and this will be equal to I times R. So, dito yung ating I sa isang circuit. So, this is what we mean as source transformation. From voltage source, ginawa natin current source. Pwede din yan baliktaran, no? Vice versa. Then you have Millman's, no? So Millman's is applicable if you have circuits that have many sources, no? Nakaparallel sources, for example, battery bank. So you could get the output voltage, no? Or the output at the terminal by using this formula, no? So gagawin natin is kukunin natin yung current per battery divided by the conductance at makukuhan po natin yung voltage at the terminal. Then maximum power transfer, so that is the load resistor, no? When the series resistor has a value equal to the resistances of all the terminals. For example, i-short natin to, tulad ng ginawa natin sa Thevenin, no? So gawin natin is we are going to get the equivalent resistance for these two. If itong equivalent resistance niya is equal ito sa ating RL, then we will have the condition for maximum power transfer. Yan. Okay, so I believe that will be all for this evening. No? So I hope po na may napunan po kayo sa ating refresher for this evening. No? So the next ating topic will be all about AC circuits. No? So ang gagawin na po natin is really focusing, no, on the topic, no, na talagang common po sa board exam at talagang if it will come out, so mayroon po kayong chance na solve or masagutan yung mga tanong na yun. Okay? So I believe that will be all for this session. So hope na patuloy po kayo sa inyong main review if you are having a review center or self-review. Then, after po sa ating technical subject, our last topic for this one is all about electrical law, no? That will be on April 5. So I will be